Welcome to another video live from Western Park in Amsterdam. UFC 242 is just 2 days away and I've got the pick that is going to win. So, for this fight, my pick is Khabib to win by submission or knockout /TKO, which is paying $2 with most bookmakers. And I'll give you 5 reasons why I believe this will happen. So, number 1 reason, Khabib is a great fighter. He's a superstar. The guy's a national treasure in Dagestan and Russia, and for the whole Muslim world. He's 27-0, and he's fighting a guy who's 20-5 with 1 no contest. Okay, so Khabib has the better experience, and he's undefeated. Alright. Number 2 reason. Khabib has the psychological advantage, and here's why. Being an undefeated fighter, he's fighting a guy who's lost 5 times with 1 no contest, and that no contest was really a loss to Eddie Alvarez that was turned into a disqualification because Alvarez used knees on a downed opponent. Khabib would never let that happen to him. Alright, so the psychological factor comes from this. 2 of Dustin's 5 losses were by KO. The first was to Conor McGregor in September 2014. The second was to Michael Johnson in September 2016. Alright, so September isn't a friendly month for Dustin, and his fight is on September 6 or 7. Khabib has destroyed both those opponents that have knocked out Dustin in the first round. So, Conor knocked out Dustin. Khabib destroyed Conor last year. After knocking out Dustin in September 2016, Johnson then fought Khabib, and Khabib destroyed him. And remember, he was talking to Michael Johnson in that fight. Talking to Dana, saying, "Give me that belt." So psychologically, Khabib is at a huge advantage. Reason number 3 why I believe Khabib's going to win this fight is redemption. So the last time he was in the octagon against Conor, the melee ensued after the match, and Khabib wasn't able to put on his strap, and Dana White refused to give him his strap because he believed the fans would be pouring bottles into the cage and everyone's safety would be at risk. So Khabib didn't even get to hold his strap, and he's looking to redeem himself for that. What better place than Saudi Arabia for him? It's the first time the UFC is holding an event in Saudi Arabia. For anyone who doesn't know, Saudi Arabia is a predominantly Muslim country. Khabib is Muslim. So, this is the closest thing to home cooking for Khabib. Alright? That's reason number 4. So coming off redemption, number 4 is home cooking. So, Dustin, in the first episode of Embedded, Dustin was shown being received by the locals. But that's nothing compared to what Khabib is going to be receiving and has received already. And again, this is similar to what Muhammad Ali experienced against George Foreman 45 years ago in Zaire. So the spirit of Khabib is going to be amplified because of the home crowd. Okay, this is something that fighters will always tell you, and this is why fighters prefer fighting at home. Yes, there's pressure, but look, he's not fighting in Dagestan, he's fighting in neutral territory that's more suited to him. So when I think about it, when Dustin's walking from the locker room to the cage and he's going to be hearing all these boos and the energy, it's going to be something he has to overcome. And then he has to wait in the cage and wait for Khabib to come in. And Khabib's going to be receiving nothing but joy. Everyone's going to be cheering Khabib. He's going to come out smiling. He's going to have his dad by his side for the first time. as a UFC fighter. Remember, his father never went to any UFC events due to visa issues. So that's the number 5 reason. So fighting, the motivation to impress his dad. Remember, his dad got him into the fight game, and I believe that is an X factor. All right, that's a factor that I don't think bookmakers really looked into. You know, Khabib's the heavy favorite to win this fight. No doubt, I believe he's going to win. As a fan of him, as a fan of MMA, but as a betting man, I just don't see Dustin winning this fight. Okay, Dustin isn't a special fighter. He has to deal with Khabib's pressure all night. He has to deal with the fans. And look, he's lost 5 times. Losing a 6th time ain't going to be a big deal. Now remember, he already knows in September, twice he's been knocked out. All right, September's not a friendly month for Dustin. And look, you might think it's a little thing, but you know, thinking like a fighter, that can play with you. So those are my 5 reasons why I believe Khabib's going to win this fight. I believe he'll win by submission or KO or TKO. All right, so he's either going to submit Dustin, or he's going to hit him so much and maul him so much that the referee will see enough and put an end to the bout. That's my prediction. Leave a comment, give a like. Stay tuned for more videos. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you hit that bell. The baseball postseason is around the corner, and I'll wait until about week 2 or 3 of the NFL to post a video. All right. Week 1 is always a feel-out week. You want to see how the teams are playing, how certain quarterbacks are playing, defenses, etc. So I'll be posting videos. So make sure you subscribe.